What's up guys, it's time for some live arena again, and yesterday after doing the video I actually ended up doing a bunch of fights after it just to like test things and try to refine some things and kind of think things more clearly outside of the video. And I made some several adjustments right after the video, and it will be kind of interesting to see how we can do better today. I also farmed some oil and I was able to get some pretty big upgrades on helicat and Stalus, so we will see. But overall I really liked that style of teams that I was picking yesterday. I just kind of need to refine the fine details and get used to the matchups that you see in gold, because it's going to be very different. But the nukers that I used last time, I'm happy with them. I think overall they are my best choices that I can think of. And let's see how it goes again today. Okay, so first pick Duchess. That means that we can go with the combo that I will go UDK and Rotos again. He could be able to pick helicat and then we can't use him. But regardless, we will refuse the enemy to get UDK, and we got Rotos in the team, so I like actually going second in the gold fights. Of course it depends what enemy picks and bans. As long as I get both of these, it's not issue if I go first, but often the enemy might pick one of them if he goes second. Okay, so he went with helicat. We can't go with the helicat strategy, but he might have done it kind of halfway because we picked UDK, so that we can go with helicat and UDK. And of course now, when he early picked helicat, that means that we can early pick Ukko or whatever we want, and that can definitely pose some threat to him. I think I'll open with Ukko pick, and maybe in this fight I might go with fast Duchess and Inithwe. Yeah, I think I'll go with the fast Duchess. I might go with Stalus, but let's just go with them. Where's the fast Duchess? Yeah, so I often get people asking me that why don't I... Okay, I got the settings wrong here. Fuck, I don't have time here. Ah. Okay, I guess there's no Duchess in this fight. I have the settings wrong here in filter, no? Ah, there the Duchess is. Oh, never mind. Ah, I'm so stupid. He picked Duchess, so it was crossed out. I should have gone with Python or something. Well, this happens. I still do have Reviver in my team, and I'm actually going with double buff stripper, so it isn't the worst. But I think with this strategy, I definitely can't go with Inithwe. So I kind of screwed up again, even though I was trying to avoid it. But I think we'll actually go with Stalus instead. I'm not sure if this will go very well though, because I don't have any heals in my team, and I'm not sure if I will survive long enough to get a turn. Though he doesn't have any turn meter boost in his team, so maybe it will go okay. Oh, nice. And he doesn't have any bolster, which is great. That means that we can get block buffs on at least both of the nukers. But how didn't we get it on the Duchess? Well, the nukers are the important part. He might even... Okay, yeah, he saved the cooldown so that he can use the helicat block damage after Duchess revives them, but I still definitely want to use my skills. I'm not sure if my Stalus can survive some nuke from Taras. This might be so. Yeah, let's try to get a sleep off. Nice. Yeah, we got... That's excellent. We got Stalus left, and he lost a turn there. I don't think I want to use the A1 because that would wake up the helicat, so that's why I went with the revive. And I still do have the cooldown reset on Kaimar. I think I might accidentally have picked myself a decent team in this fight. Of course, it was kind of depending if I get CC on them and if I get polymorphed or not, but this is a pretty hard team for me overall. And I guess kind of issue with Staldos is that he's lacking some damage, but now with Kaimar we have like reset and we have 4 AoE nukes, so that should definitely be enough to finish off this fight. That actually went shockingly well. Oh, too bad we didn't get the Duchess buff strip, but after that block damage ends, I think we should be able to just end at that point. Maybe he can get another revive off if I get a lot of weak hits on the Duchess, I'm not quite sure. Let's just go with the A2 and finish off the Taras and maybe do some damage on the helicat. Yeah, the helicat is proving to be pretty tanky for my team. I'm not able to finish it off. Maybe I should actually go for the A3 again just to get the speed buff, because he isn't threatening my team right now anyway. Let me get a sip of drink, I'm talking a lot. Yeah, he does have defense buff and it is a very tanky Duchess that I can weak it on. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna get another revive off. Unless we get a lot of CC on him, but it looks like this Duchess has some amount of resistance. It might even be very little because my Kaimar barely has any accuracy on it, so yeah. That might not be... oh, okay, that's not good. I was gonna say that that might not be completely lost, but now it looks very bad. Damn. It was almost going pretty well, but now it's not looking good. I don't have AoE. I'm not gonna get AoE for a couple turns, so... is he just gonna A1 my Staldos? I think Staldos is probably... yeah, it should be able to survive a Leorios nuke, but now that both Taras and Leorios are gonna nuke him, I'm not sure if it's enough to survive both of them. Yeah, I think he's gonna die to this one. Okay, it looks like I lost. Yeah. Damn, we did pretty well. Well, to be honest, I kind of screwed it up at the start and didn't do the thing that I was planning to do. Maybe if we had Inithwe and Python in this fight, maybe we could have killed Leorios early on and kind of slowly won that fight, but that was kind of interesting thing to try as well. I think if I had Ragas or some other nuker that is in force affinity, I think I would have definitely won it though. Or if I didn't get so many weak hits on that Duchess, or if it got stunned and so on. I definitely could have won that fight, but I kind of screwed it up, so I don't mind taking the loss. But yeah, this time I need to pay attention that I'm not looking for a Duchess that is not, like, it's already banned and it's grayed out. That's why I wasn't noticing it. But yeah. Okay, so the same thing again. They first picked Duchess, we go with UDK and Rotos. And last time they picked Helicat. Let's see if they will let us have Helicat this time. I'm doing the same thing, and I think lots of people are doing this strategy. That if enemy picks UDK and doesn't pick Helicat, then you pick Helicat so that they can't take both UDK and Helicat. But yeah, he didn't pick it. I will definitely go with Helicat in this fight. And he only gonna pick nukers at this point, so it's going to be Taras and one other nuker. I guess I'll go... oh, never mind, I was stupid. I was gonna go with the slow Duchess again, but of course I can't go with Duchess because it's picked. I should probably go with Python, right? Maybe I'll go with Nakarada. Let's go with Nakarada. But he can pick either one anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, I was overthinking it. I want to go with both of them, but he has to pick two nukers, so I will get them regardless. I was thinking that Nakarada is much more popular than Python, So maybe I should pick it first, actually, and not Python, but it doesn't matter at all. I think last time I was a bit excited and I was kind of, in the end I was kind of goofing off and making lots of mistakes on fights that I would have easily won if I was like not so excited or I wasn't doing a video, but this time I want to avoid it. Okay, so it is a Georgid pick. I hate those. I have very big issues dealing with that, but we are not able to ban it in this team comp. I would much prefer if he actually had maybe Harima in this team actually. Yeah, he can kill us through unkillable and he banned Rotos, so that's kind of issue. Well, we do have a Necret protecting helicat, so he might still not be able to one-shot my helicat. That is the one good thing. Well, both Necret and UDK. It's not able to target helicat with the A3, and the A2 probably will not be able to one-shot it, but maybe he can one-shot my UDK, we will see. I feel like for this helicat strategy, the optimal thing is that you're using Siphi and you're going first, but kind of the second best option is that you have Necret protecting helicat, and that kind of does the same thing as Stone Skin, that you will not get CC'd at the start, or not easily. They would have to buff strip me first, and helicat is tanky enough that likely he can survive and take one turn. Of course, they could just ban Necret, which they were doing it several times in the fights that I was practicing. But if they do ban Necret, that means I will get Rotos in the fight, and I might win the fight not because of helicat, but because of Rotos. I remember I had one fight yesterday. I don't remember against who, but it was against some high point player. And basically my helicat didn't get a turn in that fight, and they banned the Necret, and he died instantly and helicat never got any turn. But I was pretty easily able to finish that fight off with Rotos, just because he wasn't getting targeted and he was able to, like, I was able to pick him in the first place and stack the damage with him. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how this fight will go. We survived the start, and now it's kind of our turn to try kill him, and it will take several turns before he can really threaten me, so this will be very interesting. I'm pretty sure my helicat will one-shot the Georgid with A1, even without defense buff, but we will see. But if it doesn't, then it will definitely kill it in in at least 2 A1s. Also, I didn't want to go for the UDK A2 because I don't want him to get polymorphed. He does have very low accuracy, but I didn't want to take the risk, and the Duchess had immunity buff left, so I just A1'd her. If I did A1 Taras, he might do revenge proc, but I think Taras is not in polymorph. I think it's in... Maybe I thought it was in bone armor, but I'm not sure which one this is in. But yeah, the Georgid did get one shot. Maybe I will just go with the A2, so that the Georgid doesn't get any turns. It's gonna be kind of slow uphill battle if I can finish this off, but we will see. Do I want to kill the Duchess? Yeah, let's just... I could save the A2 to kill Maritska, but I think actually I want to kill the Duchess too, because if I can kill it, then it will not get turns and it will have the revive up later than it would otherwise. This guy is level 98 though. That is kind of funny that he's at 2.9k points, which I think he must be in, like, I don't know, top 20 or top 50 players in live arena. And he's level 98, but of course you know how it is, like, it is because he has Taras and Maritska. I mean, I'm sure he plays well, well as well. I'm sure he plays good as well, but you know it's because of these two. It is kind of funny. Let's just go with the A2 so that we get the immunity. There wasn't really a lot of debuffs to cleanse, but I like to get the immunity so that Taras won't stun us. And yet, this team is kind of interesting. I think a lot of people get caught off guard by my Nakarada, because he is in both Bolster and Immortal, and he is healing himself a ton. Even often in some fights where enemy bans my Duchess or Python, and I don't have any reviver, I'm able to stay up pretty long with him often just because he does insane amount of self-heals. But yeah, this is going to be a long fight. I think some of my clanmates were kind of trolling me that nobody wants to do 30-minute fights with me, and that's why I'm doing okay in gold, but you have to do what you have to do, and I'm not, of course, like I don't want to complain that he's using the good champions that he has, like he's using Tarnas and Maritska, and everybody's using the meta champions. So I don't really think that it's okay to get mad at me for using helicat or whatever champions that I have, but I have seen that the helicat strategy is so good that many of the kind of top accounts or top players in this game, they really dislike helicat, and they feel that the tactic is kind of like unfair to use helicat in live arena because it makes the fights longer and so on. And I kind of get that part, but of course I will use helicat. I do think though that I will definitely be very vigilant this time and try to look for opportunities where I find enemy team where I can use Inithwe or more against them, and I need to try to reserve my nuker as the last pick more often than I usually do. But most of the fights were definitely gonna go with helicats. I think the Duchess already has revive, and if it doesn't, then she's gonna get it in like one turn. Nice. Also, my helicat does have refresh accessory, which seems to be very like, when it procs, it's very frustrating for my enemies, for sure. And often, like, I think in several fights it has been very impactful that he does have that proc. Both getting the proc on the A2 and getting extra AO nuke, or getting the extra block damage, both of them can be very huge. And when we have these really long fights, I'm bound to get procs of them eventually. I mean, not like, of course it's RNG, but when I do many fights and they last long time, I will definitely get some procs, and some of those procs will be very relevant to me. I think Duchess might already have the revive. Yeah, it does. But we do have defense buff and AoE nuke. I think we might even be able to kill one of them revivers. Probably not, but we will do a lot of damage to them regardless. I just hope that Maritska doesn't have the heal yet. Yeah, let's just, I don't want to save the ally attack, let's just go for the Duchess so that she doesn't get turns and get her revive back. Okay, I'm not gonna go for the AoE nuke, I'm gonna save the AoE nuke until after we kill the Maritska. Okay, yeah, Maritska had, well, never mind, that was the cleanse, that wasn't the heal and strengthen. If I did the AoE nuke and both of them barely survived, and then she did that skill, then it would have been pretty bad for me. But it's kind of looking like I have the upper hand here. I'm gonna A1 the Taras. I don't remember if it has polymorph or not, but more likely than not. Maritzka definitely has it. I'm not sure if Taras does, so let's just hit the Taras and try to be safe. And yeah, if this guy is watching me, and I'm sure like some of the people I fight will get pissed that I'm using a helicat, but I mean, you have to use the champions that you have, and I mean, it is what it is. Like, I would be stupid if I didn't use strategies that work for me, so... I didn't have them. I wasn't paying attention. The ally protection already ran out of helicat. Yeah, Necret has, I think, double or triple. No, he has double refresh, and helicat has just one of them. But definitely, when the fights are lasting long, helicat is very fast. Necret is very fast and takes extra turns, so he's gonna get those refresh procs like many times during this video. I think this is it. Yeah, the Duchess is dead, and we won the fight. Oh, I accidentally did A1 and not A2. Yay! I mean, it is a level 98, so I shouldn't get too happy about it. But he was pretty high ranking, let me see. What points was he? Yeah, like 2,900. I'll try to remember to switch my... Always when I switch the camera, I screw things up and you won't be able to see anything relevant in the rest of the video. But yeah, I'm at like rank 180 at 2.7k. So he's like, let's see. Yeah, he's around rank 50 with that one. Wait, can we find him actually in the leaderboards? Yeah, I think this is the guy that we fought. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, he is level 98, but it is rank 62, so I will not be like too... I will count that as a win. By the way, I saw somebody in the comments today asking that why am I not using Arbiter? Well, I was using Arbiter before. I kind of took some of her gear away from her a bit when I was trying the helicat in the speed build for like a week or two. But where is it? Often Duchess or Python will get picked or banned, so I actually put my gear on... Why am I so blind? Ah, there is Arbiter. I put the gear on Arbiter back again. I don't think this is insane build. It is 4-piece stone skin. It's not ultra fast, kind of fast, but I did use him couple fights like right after yesterday's video, when I wasn't like making any video about it. I was just testing things, and I think I used her in 2 fights and I won both of them, and it kind of worked okay to like help me get some turn meter boost and get a turn with helicat in fights that Python and Duchess are both picked or banned. But I think I still might have to look into a 4th reviver just to be safe, because I think all 3 of those are pretty popular picks, and I have definitely seen actually multiple fights that enemy has picked all 3 of those revivers, so it can definitely happen, and in those situations I will not have any revivers. I mean Ukko, but Ukko is not built tanky, so he doesn't quite do it the same. I could consider tanky Ukko build, but I think I might have 2 Ukkos actually. But the stun build is so good that probably I don't want to do it. I might actually go for the bolster Mauli build later. We will see how much do I actually need a 4th reviver or not. Pretty often as well, the enemy bans my reviver, so it's not like my teams can't win without reviver, because it does happen pretty often to me anyway. I was just out fishing and then in the shower, so my hair is kind of messy, but it is what it is. I finally got some time to come back to the PC again and chill playing Rage for a bit. It is kind of late, it's like 11 PM at my time, almost 12. He picked Duchess, but I can pick Helicat again in this fight. And I think I'll go with Nakarada, because it's very likely that he would pick Nakarada in a team like this. If I don't pick him, I think there's a good chance that he would, so let's pick it first. He could of course pick Python purposefully to prevent me from getting Python, but I think if that happens I will go with the Arbiter. My lighting is kind of off as well, because I'm not at my usual place and I'm at like my parents' house for holidays, and I'm in their sauna, not like in their house even. I have my PC in the sauna so that I can like talk during the night and not bother anybody. There's like there's several other people here as well. My brother and his girlfriend, so yeah, let's just go with Python. This does look very tough team. I'm not quite sure how well we can do, but let's give it a go. If I have to guess, he would ban Protoss, but I think he might just go with Helicat ban, because he does have the Harima, so he might just let me have the Protoss actually. I think I have like I have used both the nuke and speed Helicat builds decent amount to like fully play test both of them, and I kind of do feel that the nuke Helicat is pretty good option for me. It's definitely not the best one, especially considering that I don't have Civi, but because my Rotos gets banned so often, and often people like to ban Helicat as well, so I think many of the fights I'm indirectly winning because they ban my Helicat and let me have Rotos, but okay, in this fight they didn't do it, but I do like it. I think though that enemies might kind of figure out ways to outplay it eventually. Damn, I wasn't expecting my Nakarada to get one-shotted. Of course, he was the only one in the bolster, so I guess he took more damage than usual, but that's not great. Why didn't I just... Maybe I should have just cleansed. I was kind of acting without thinking. I should have just cleansed, to be honest. Even if UDK wouldn't have gotten block damage, but probably I should have done it. Well, maybe not. Maybe this was the right solution after all. If I can get a turn with Helicat, then it was good. Yeah. Both of them are still alive, so... No, actually this was better option. Wait. Come on, surely my Helicat is gonna... Okay, good. It's gonna move before the Harima. Great. His team is very tanky though, so I'm not quite convinced that I can actually end this guy, but we will give it a go. Buckle up, I think this is gonna be like 10 to 20 minute fight. Unless he just happens to nuke me with Taras right after the block damage ends, like, well, which he might do because his Taras hit me very hard. I'm kind of past crying for Tara's nerfs, because of course I have been doing it many times, but I'm kind of getting bored doing it, and I mean, I think everybody knows anyway, so I need to actually... Do I want to do ala attack or not? I'll just go with the A1. But yeah, I need to definitely... Of course, often I feel like I don't have many things that I can do, but I need to just focus on trying to figure out different team comps and trying new champions and tactics. And just maybe Taras will get nerfed eventually, but I can't really will it into existence, so I have to focus on the things that I can do. And of course, at times there was one time that I quit the game for 6 months, but that's like more than 3 years ago, or around like a bit more than 3 years ago. And then there has been a few times where I feel like the game is just not great, and I'm barely playing it, and I'm just doing my daily quests, or most of them, and I'm not really making any new builds or that kind of stuff. But right now I'm still kind of enjoying the game, so I'm not even in that kind of situation. Do I want to... I guess I go for the ala attack. He will lose 1 turn of the increased defense, but it is worth it. If we were able to kill both of these revivers at the same time with the AoE nuke, that would be great. I think that is kind of long shot, but maybe the turns might work perfectly, that it's possible. Probably they will both get many revives off, and this will be a very long fight then. And it will kind of be down to RNG. Or like the timing specifically. Yeah, this Taras does it very hard. I think this guy has probably a bit better gear on his champions than most of the people that are like getting carried by Taras. He was definitely hitting me very hard. Yeah, I can't save my A2. I actually have to do it now because there's a good chance that my Python will die. Maybe I should have protected my Python instead of helicat. Not sure if my Nakarada is going to get another turn to try to fix that issue. He's definitely lapping me very hard. I think he has to have a pretty fast build on his champions and that Sifi. Okay, maybe that's over at this point, yeah. Definitely can't win it every time. Yeah, this guy definitely has better gear than most, and with the Harima passive and Sifi passive, it's like my damage on them is getting cut down a lot. Probably though I should have focused more on protecting Python rather than helicat maybe. My Python is very tanky, so... okay, fuck. That's just gonna stall the fight too long. We have to cancel this fight even though you know that I hate doing it because now I can't see it on the battle log, but I forgot the auto would use the block damage, and that would have stalled the fight for like way more than necessary, so... I could have considered something else than Python, like Cardiel. I did use Cardiel in a few fights, but it didn't go that well, so I do kind of prefer having a reviver there, but it kind of felt like I didn't have enough pressure and I need either some damage or CC against them. Again, we got opponent at this very high rating. It feels like basically mostly the people that are playing are the ones that are like in the top 20 or top 50, and the other people in gold are barely playing at all. I guess it's the guys that are winning the most fights that are playing, and the other ones are just giving up or waiting for the rankings to inflate. Also, with the teams that they're big in gold, I'm not getting many opportunities to use Inithwe. Even though it was my plan to use Inithwe a lot. But right now I barely have used him at all. I think I maybe used him in 2 fights yesterday and I won one of them. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the same thing. The enemies are pretty much going mostly with the same types of teams as well. I did see a couple bomb teams and speed teams, but on yesterday when I was doing fights outside of the video. Maybe we will see them today, but so far it's just the standard like Revivers and Taras or Marichka. Okay, this is a bit different. It's with Rakka and Baron. I think Baron is actually not bad matchup for us at all. That's kind of interesting. Should we go with... This might be very risky, but I'm kind of tempted to go with Arbiter in this fight. Kind of... I think if I go with Arbiter and... I could ban the Harima, that's originally what I was thinking of doing. But he does have double Reviver though. Do I want to do it? I'll do it. Yeah, okay, I was expecting him to ban the Rotos, so I did ban his Sifi. My Arbiter isn't very fast, but surely it's going to be faster than any of these champions. So I should pretty safely get the helicat block damage at the start. The issue is that my Arbiter isn't tanky, so when the block damage runs out, she can definitely get one-shotted at some point, but his Baron is very squeezy, so he kind of has to waste his revives pretty fast, I think. Baron is probably just gonna die to A1 even without defense buff. Not 100% sure, but it might just die. Definitely it will die with defense buff. Do I want to use turn meter boost right now? Maybe not. I will save it for when the block damage is about to end, or when it ends. Wait, what? Okay, I'm totally stupid. I thought the Baron thing didn't do that, but I kind of forgot, I guess. Man, that is kind of funny. I guess we can try to make a comeback here, but... Yeah, I think this happened to me once before that I totally forgot that Baron also does that. He's so unpopular nowadays because George has kind of become the super... Okay, we have to surrender this. George has kind of become the superior version of him. And I haven't been meeting him a lot, so I kind of forgot about that. But I remember the same thing actually happened to me maybe like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Where is Baron? Also, Baron empowers Quintus, which is kind of very interesting deal. Wait, not Taras. Okay, so we'll ignore shield, block damage. Yeah, okay. When Baron has been meta, I haven't been using block damage champions, so this kind of interaction just didn't register in my head. But I actually had this exact same deal happen to me once before. So what I should have done there, instead of Arbiter, I should have actually picked Guardian in that fight. And then he could only ban either Rotos or Guardian, but whichever one he banned, I would still kind of have a chance to get turn against him. Is this the same? I don't think this is the same guy that we just beat. It's also level 98, but I think that other guy was higher points. I'll look it after the fight. I think it's a different guy. Who do we want to pick first? Nakarada or Duchess? Let's go with Duchess first pick. That's kind of what I was doing yesterday, but... Or like, today and like yesterday after the video, I wasn't picking Duchess as first pick a lot. I was kind of going with Nakarada again, but let's give Duchess a go. Yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth, not totally dominating it, but so far I haven't dropped out of gold yet, which I was kind of afraid that would happen to me many times, so I can't get some... I can't lose the hope yet. Okay, he picked UDK and Rotos. Probably he will go with Helicat. And of course him picking Rotos hurts me a lot because I want to pick Rotos, but knowing that he does that, actually I shouldn't have gone with the other Duchess would have been great here, but I think I will go with Staltus and Inithwe probably in this fight. Maybe I would even go with both Arbiter and Duchess, we will see. Or should I just pick Necret so that he can? Maybe I should still pick Necret now. Let's not go for that. Yeah, Necret and UDK is an annoying combination together. So I will go with some AoE in my team. But if Necret is protecting UDK and they have a tanky nuker like Rotos or Taras or Harima, it is very annoying thing to deal with. And I'm not really able to deal with that well. But yeah, I think I'll go with Staltus and Inithwe. I think that's what I'll do. It is kind of shame that we went with the slow Justice instead of the fast one, because Inithwe kind of needs the attack buff, but it's the cards that I dealt to myself this time. This is kind of the fun part about Live Arena, that the fights are going to be different, or the gold version of the Live Arena, that the fights are going to be different and you will kind of have to go with unorthodox teams all the time. So yeah, I was kind of expecting that he will still ban the helicat. I'm not sure if my Staltus can take a Taras nuke, we will see. He does have shield and he's defense scaling, but that might not be enough. Oh nice, Taras got polymorphed. Great. That's the good thing about this Duchess, is that she is slow, but she does have polymorph and bolster, so Taras will fear him at the start. Ah, damn it, that's kind of unlucky. I think there's like 15% chance with the polymorph A1 that it removes it instantly. Though it is very low HP. What should I do here? Actually, nah, I'm still gonna go for the Rotos, right? Should I go for the Rotos? Yeah, let's go for the... Ah, fuck. Yes. Wait, what? Shouldn't... What? I'm confused. Shouldn't... Oh yeah, I think UDK was feared. Ah, okay, that's what happened. I got super confused. What the hell happened here, because the Necret passive should take the first hit, which is the UDK, which is the Necret A1, but Necret got feared, and that's why it didn't happen. And because of the bone armor, if I do the Rotos, if I do the Inithwe A2 now on Rotos, it's gonna survive it, so I'm gonna open with the AoE. I wasn't expecting Taras to die because I didn't even have an attack buff, but I wasn't expecting it to even die with the attack buff, but it probably would have. I think this Taras isn't the most tankiest one out there. Okay, I think it kind of looks like we got this fight. Rotos will definitely die the next turn that I get on Inithwe, so... Never mind. Never mind, there we get the massive Maritska heal and strengthen, so it's... Well, but we'll see. Maybe if I can get this ally attack up, then maybe... Okay, yeah, now it will die, yeah. It definitely wouldn't have died if I did the A2, because it has very low multiplier, and it gets increased damage the lower the enemy HP is, but it was full HP with shield and strengthen, so... Ah, damn it, is it gonna die before? Ah, it's gonna die. No, nice. Wait, okay, good. I was afraid that the Inithwe counter attack is gonna proc extra turn for Rotos there, but he had the UDK. The UDK kind of saved me. Okay. It looks like I'm kind of still... Okay, he surrendered. Okay, good. Boom. That's the magic of I was gonna say Infinite, who is my clan leader, who likes Inithwe, I guess that was kind of a Freudian slip, but that was the magic of Inithwe. He can definitely be very good. Oh my god. Now I forgot that I have I even said on the video that I'm not gonna move my or I'm gonna move the camera to the right spot, but of course I forgot about it again. I'm not used to this camera, so I always forget about it. But yeah, Inithwe isn't very popular. I remember that when I made the tier list, I got several comments that they fully agree with my tier list, except Inithwe is ranked too high and it's useless. I think that Inithwe is very niche, but if you can use him against Rotos in the right matchup, like in the last fight, he can definitely be good sometimes, but he isn't the type of nuker that you can pick in every fight, because he's not tanky, he doesn't deal that high damage, and his entire thing is basically that he's gonna revive the enemy. And the one champion that he does work very well against is Rotos, because he does have the triple hit on A1, but he is very good to combine with ally attack as well. Like, I use Nakarada and Guardian with him. I haven't gotten a lot of those fights, but before, when I was still climbing, I got a lot of fights where I was using my fast Guardian, and he was the first champion to move, or he moved after the enemy turn meter boost, but before their nuker, and I was able to kill something like George it with the Guardian ally attack before they even got turn, and I won many fights just because I got them block revived before they even got the turn, and otherwise they would have owned me. But yeah, I think Inithwe is definitely the type of champion that it's good to have as a pocket pick, but it's not good to have as your main nuker. But now that I have kind of right now my main nukers are basically Inithwe, Rotos, Helicat and Staldus. So I do have several options, and I don't have to blind pick Inithwe just every fight. I'm still gonna go with the slow Duchess first. It definitely... oh, he went with the UDK Rotos again. The Duchess definitely has its drawbacks if I use the slow one. But in many other matchups except this one, I do actually like the slow Duchess now, but it so much depends on what team you're running. If I'm running stuff like Helicat or Stylus or Rotos, this is much better, because it's tanky and it has heals and shields. But if I'm using something like Inithwe or Charge It, not that I have Charge It, but those champions really do want to get the attack buff. Anyway, we will go with the Helicat, and maybe we will go the same team that we used last time, yeah. It would be kind of funny if he played like 4D chess and he actually picked Inithwe, so that I can't pick Inithwe, but nobody's gonna pick Inithwe. I mean, some people are, but those people are like rare giga chats, and I think most people are not enlightened enough to understand the ways of Inithwe. I think I've definitely seen people pick Inithwe against me a couple fights, but very few fights. Definitely I see something like bombs way often than Inithwe. I think they're kind of comparable, but they are niche tactics that can work very well in like specific matchups, but you can't pick them in every fight. But bombs are not a thing for me because I'm not fast, but for the people that are fast, bombs are definitely something to consider. Okay, this is kind of interesting fight. The issue here is that I'm not sure if my Helicat is going to get any turn, because Nakarada is going to protect Inithwe, yeah. At least I do have the big shields, but I'm not sure if that's enough to get a turn with Helicat. Also, he doesn't have immunity, so if the Siphi goes before my Helicat, oh, it's gonna get taunted anyway, yeah. Damn, everybody got taunted. This is like full accuracy Harima. You don't see those too often. I do have double polymorph on my team, so if I can survive for a bit, there's definitely a good chance that it will get polymorph, but I think the most important thing here is that I need to get at least one turn with helicat. He's not even trying to kill the helicat. If I was him, I would do the A3. Ah, damn it. I would have done the A3 first turn on the helicat. Him being able to kill the UDK with the A2 and getting the AoE again, that was big issue. I think I probably lost the fight because of that. But if I was him, I would have done the A3 on my helicat first turn. Damn it. Wow, he has everybody built in full accuracy and he's not getting any polymorphs on him. Well, it is a dice roll. I definitely could have won this fight, but not this time. But yeah, tell me in comments if you have any suggestions that you think that I should totally have picked some different champion. I think that the champions that I should use on my account, I pretty much got all of them geared. I don't think there is any champions that I should use that are not geared. Even this Mountain King is geared. I need to put some tax on him. But I just need to find them right teams in the right matchups. And as I mentioned before, the meta in gold is very different, so I kind of need to relearn the matchups again. I'm kind of having the same thing that I've always had in live arena, that sometimes I lose against lesser players, but then I also get a lot of wins against the top guys, so it is very like all over the place. I'm not super consistent with my fights. I kind of want to go with the UDK and helicat, but I think there's a good chance that he will go with Rotos, but maybe I should just do it anyway. It is kind of good thing that I do have the Inithwe as a Rotos counter, so if enemy wants to pick my Rotos to try to deal with me, I kind of have a way to try to push back at it. Though I would rather have Harima, to be honest, but okay, he picked Harima, but I will still pick Rotos against it. I will counter myself in this fight. Oh yeah, of course I just go with Necroth. Oh, he picked Necroth. I did pick Brogni once before in this matchup. I could go with Python as well. I think those two are kind of my main options. I mean, I could go with Ukko if I want to go with Ukko. Let's try one fight with Ukko. I will probably regret this. I think he might just ban the Duchess, but let's give it a go. I don't mind losing some fights to test things, but probably I would go with Python, but I'm gonna give Ukko a go in this fight. Interesting. I think we kind of have to ban the Marichka. I could ban the Taras too, but I actually kind of prefer to ban the Marichka this time. Yeah, his team is going to be so tanky that let's rather get rid of the Marichka. Yeah, so this is a bit different, that I don't have the Rotos, I'm going with the Helicat team, but I do have double Reviver, which I very rarely pick, to be honest. I think most people that I meet pretty much big double reviver in every fight, but it's not something that I do a lot nowadays. I would definitely do it if I was fast and I had Siphi, but I feel like it's not the best option for me. Taras getting polymorphed at the start was definitely nice. Let's see if we get polymorphed as well. Okay, we didn't. Though we didn't remove the buffs from Siphi, which is kind of not what I was hoping for. Nice, and we didn't get feared. We of course wouldn't have lost the cooldown to small fear, but it's still nice to actually get the block damage up. He does only have one reviver, so we pretty much will just focus on trying to kill the Siphi. Oh. Everybody got stunned except Siphi. The polymorph is 7, like double stunned. By the way, I really like the... I think it's no surprise that everybody likes the graphics in this game, but I especially do like Helicat. I think he's one of the like more cool and original looking champions in this game. Probably he's also copied from something, because I think half of the champions are actually copied from some other game, like Foley and like million other things, but I do like Helicat a lot. I haven't seen something exactly like him. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I was saying that I haven't seen anything that looks like him, but he actually looks like that old anime. What's it called? It's something like Demon something is the name of the anime. I can't remember top of my head, but I think the main character kind of has head that looks like Helicat. Never mind, it's actually probably maybe inspired by that. I don't know. Anyway, I really do like how Helicat looks. It's always fun to put Helicat in thumbnail because I like the aesthetics, and I can put some like flashy glow or make some purple haze with him, and I do like those pics. I don't think the thumbnails matter as much as I'd like them to matter, but I kind of like to do them just for fun. I see many people don't really make anything as their thumbnails, and they get much more views than me, so probably it's not that big deal, but I'm still doing whatever I can to try to clickbait everybody. Definitely, I mean, I guess it's to be expected, but definitely I'll openly admit that I definitely was a bit more like off-putted by stuff like clickbait and like bad videos before. But now that I'm also making videos myself, I'm of course much more like understanding that everybody's gonna do clickbait and everybody's gonna do filler videos, so I'm kind of all on the board of that myself at this point as well, which is probably very like maybe it's not a good thing, but it is what it is. If I'm gonna make videos, I will definitely try to clickbait the thumbnails, and I'm not gonna feel sorry for that. Though I haven't been making a lot of guides lately. Half of the reason is that I just did many of the guides that I wanted to do, that were like important videos that I had in my mind before I even started making any videos. But also because I've been busy and I've been playing out of live arena, so I haven't had as much time to make other videos. But I definitely need to mix it up and come up with some ideas. Maybe we will just hit the Siphi through the ally protection anyway, because main goal is actually to kill that Siphi. But yeah, this guy of course has insane team, and I really shouldn't have any chance against him. and I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this fight. I have no idea yet, to be honest. But definitely I wouldn't have been able to do this well without helicat, so maybe it's time for even more people to build helicat for live arena. I was trying to use him in classic arena a couple of weeks ago, but I think he was too slow and the fights were still a bit inconsistent, so even for me, I don't think he's worth it. I was trying to use him with Shamail against those Taras teams and try to boost his turn meter with Shamail and always get block damage at the start of the fight. But it just wasn't like that good, because then you have to go with like Shamail, helicat and Rotos, and it kind of limits my team a lot. I wonder if I should have picked the fast dodges in this fight. This one is very slow, but it can kind of be both good and bad thing, because it will keep the block damage way longer, but then yeah, the enemy can finesse me with their Sifi sleeps and other CCs. I'm gonna get slept by the Sifi and taunted by Harima, so probably she won't get any turns. Oh, she did. I think she's gonna get a turn. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, that was a pretty hard fight, so I think we kind of lost a few fights in a row now. Yeah. Oh, okay, out of the last, like, now we're kind of on a bad streak. It almost feels like this time slot is a bit harder than the other ones. Probably it's just RNG though, what kind of opponents I happen to get. Some of those like really good teams I was able to beat, like it wasn't even close, but now I'm struggling a bit. Though probably the Python would have been safer option than Ukko, I think. Probably half of the reason why I lost the last fight is that I went with the Ukko. I think Ukko is just so inconsistent, but I see enemies using Ukko, and their Ukko is totally destroying my team. And then when I'm not as fast, I'm not using Sifi turn meter boost. I think going first is very important on the Ukko, and then when I happen to get any turns, he just gets polymorphed, so I just have very bad experience with him. I think for now I will probably stop using him and not try him a lot, because I think my win rate with Ukko is not very good. It was at one point, but nowadays I think it has dropped a lot. But yeah, we will go with both UDK and Rotos, of course. Should I go with... Nah, okay. I was thinking about going with UDK and helicat, but he can definitely pick Rotos in that team. I think actually Sifi, Rotos and Harima are a very good team together, so... I mean, I did pick UDK, but I'm not gonna pick Lockout or anything else like that, so he could totally just ban my UDK and pick Rotos. Also, I haven't seen people using Valkyrie a lot lately. I think their usage has dropped a lot, which is kind of puzzling to me, but it does feel like helicat kind of took the place of Valkyrie, because at the start of the live arena, Valkyrie was, I wouldn't say popular, but she was kind of, you definitely saw her regularly, but I don't even remember the last time that I saw Valkyrie. Guardiel is kind of interesting pick as well. Maybe he's using it to try to get around Harima, or maybe to make his team more tanky, but I feel like it kind of doesn't fit his team that he picked. But yeah, we will go with helicat and who else? I guess we'll go with Nakarada. This team does look kind of weaker, to be honest, so I hope that I can at least beat this team. I think though that half of the fights that I have lost is because I'm kind of testing things and trying out things that I know that most likely are not gonna be the best choice. And then when I was doing fights of video, I was just doing the safe picks and I was winning a lot more fights. Maybe it's just RNG, but it feels that way. I think banning Sif is an interesting choice here as well. I'm very tempted to actually go with that. Yeah, let's ban the Sif. He does have triple nuker with ally attack, so definitely Cardial is going to... Oh yeah, he's gonna kill my Rotos at the start of the fight. There is just no getting around that. There's no way that my helicat is going to move before it. But he's not gonna be able to kill my helicat, so... Maybe helicat alone can finish this fight. Yeah. Rotos does have shield and bone armor, but no way that he can survive like ally attack from 3 nukers, but I think I'm still okay, to be honest. I think helicat can just finish this fight off, even if I don't have reviver and I'm kind of down one person. I think it should be okay. He does have the revive on death, but he doesn't have any revives, so it's a bit different than usual. Yeah, I don't think I want to go for the ally attack just yet. Maybe I will even skip the next turn, we will see. I hope his Leorios goes before my Harry and my helicat. Oh, it didn't. Damn it. Who do I want to hit? I think I hit Cardio, just so that... Okay, good, yeah. It's gonna die on its next turn, which is what I want to see. Probably I can just do the AoE nuke now and kill multiple champions in his team. Should I just go with A1? Now let's go with the AoE nuke. Maybe I can deal some damage to the Harima. Yeah, the Leorios is gonna hit me hard though on the next turn. I'll go with the A1 again, actually. I don't want him to lose the shield. Leorios is low HP and it's going to do a big AoE nuke on the next turn. Oh, what? I thought I didn't have block damage yet, but okay, if I do, then I should have just done the ally attack, but I thought it was one turn left. Maybe I got proc from the masteries to get them block damage back one turn earlier. Or then I just misremembered that one. Either case, it kind of looks like we have won the fight at this point. I think. We will probably save the Harima for... Okay, he surrendered. Okay, nice. Yeah, win's a win. I will take it. I wonder how long it will take to get to 4k points though, because Oh, Rats got to 4K as well. The amount of points that I gain from every session, it's definitely gonna drop down a lot. I think before I got to gold, I was gaining like probably 50 points per session in my last few ones, maybe even more than that. But now the fights are a lot longer, and I think that's kind of gonna affect it as well. And my win rate is kind of hectic because I've been playing gold for 2 days now, and I had like one session where it was like 50-50. Today I think I maybe lost one more fight than I won, and then yesterday, like late when I played, I think I did maybe 7 fights and I lost 1 or something like that. So it's kind of all over the place. But definitely, I mentioned it many times that my goal is try to get Quintus during the summer. I'm not sure if that's possible, but that's definitely what I'm aiming for. Interesting. Maybe Inithwe is on the table again in this fight. Yeah, maybe I will do Inithwe and Nakarada as my last 2 picks. Oh, it's the Baron that I had issues. I mean, I'll definitely go with Cardiel, but do I want to do Staldos or Inithwe as my second pick? If he doesn't pick a second turn meter booster or Warlord, I could just ban the Siphi and kill maybe the Baron with the ally attack. He might pick Necret though. But then Staldos is going to get weaked a lot by those. Let's go with Staldos. I might regret this. If he doesn't pick a Warlord or something, I might just ban the Baron. Okay, I'll ban the Baron. I'm just gonna gamble and hope that my Staldos gets weak hitted. He's basically using 3 champions that are magic affinity. And if he doesn't sleep Staldos, or he gets woken up before he gets a turn, he can definitely devastate the enemy team. But it kind of depends, we will see. And maybe if my Cardiel cuts in, though I think with Siphi turn meter boost his Kaimar is gonna move before my Cardiel and sleep it. But if it doesn't, I might just be able to maybe kill the Tranda with ally attack. Maybe not with defense buff. Everybody got slept. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, this is not good. Okay, at least the Tranda went before my... Ah, come on. That's such BS. That's such BS. So the Kaimar slept everybody and then Tranda stunned everybody. There's no way this guy is using some kind of accuracy build on his Tranda. And of course nobody got polymorphed. Even though I have 3 polymorphs in the team. Nah. I'm not happy with this fight, but it happens. Should I just have banned something else? Nah, I think banning Baron was the right choice. I could have banned the Siphi instead of Baron, and then maybe my Cardiel would have moved first. That would have been the other option. Maybe that was what I should have done. do I want to go with the slow or the fast darts? Let's go with the slow one still. Anyway, even though we are not dominating today, I'm definitely enjoying these fights because there's a lot more like different scenarios than I usually meet in these ones. I've had pretty busy today that, well, maybe not that busy for like a holiday that like I was editing videos early in the morning and then we went fishing and we were fishing for many hours and then we then I was making food and now it's like already super late and I'm doing this for a couple hours. But after this I'm definitely taking a bit time off to read some books. But I pretty much didn't have like any, I mean everything I was doing today was kind of like, you know, fun holiday stuff. But I didn't have any like, what's the word? Like any extra time that I could just goof off, so I definitely will read some books or listen to some news after this video. I need something else that I don't do as much. Too much fishing and gaming lately. Which is stupid to say because that's like the best things I can do on my free time. Yeah, I guess we will go with the usual stuff. I think the combination in this team though, that the bolster Necret is healing so much, and quite often enemy will ban Duchess in this team comp, and they are not expecting that I can manage to stay in the fight for very long, even if I do have helicat in my team. But with the UDK heals and Necret self-healing himself so much, often I can stay alive in these fights. Do I want to? I mean, there is the option to ban the Harima, but there's so many revivers in the team. Do I really want to do it? Should I just ban one of the revivers? I think I'll ban the Siphi. Yeah. I was thinking about banning the Harima, but nah, let's ban the Siphi. Just because, I mean, he will have the Taras and Marichka now, which is very dangerous, but I kind of want to try if he has less turn meter boost, and maybe this will be better for me. We will see. I mean, he still has turn meter boost with Taras and Marichka, but not as much. Oh, that's pretty fast, Taras. I think my helicat is like 240 or 230 speed. So it's not like he's incredibly fast, but I'm kind of surprised that everybody except Harima was faster in his team. But yeah, we will have to focus on killing the Marichka first, and of course Pythion is gonna get her revived, and we will probably have to kill her multiple times and try to get both of them killed. And if we're able to do it, then we will win the fight, but of course that is not easy, and it will depend if we can stay alive or not. Yeah, I think I just want to spam the A1s, to be honest. I will save the AoE until after Marichka gets revived. Now, I could do A2 here and maybe polymorph myself. I don't think I want to do it. I think I'll just do the A1 on the Marichka that has immunity buff. I don't want to gamble, especially when it kind of looks like I'm not in a terrible position. If I do the ally attack here now, I'm gonna lose the shield. But let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. We can get rid of his revive on Python, and maybe we can even kill the Marichka with the AoE. We will see. What? He's saving the revive. Okay, that's kind of weird choice. I guess it kind of makes sense, but I'm not really sure why. Because sure, he's buying some time, but that's also some time that Marichka isn't getting her cooldowns back, so... And he doesn't have any other direct reviver than Python, so the faster he uses the revive, the faster he gets it back. Which, like, now I feel he kind of wasted one turn. Should I even go with the AoE? Let's just go with the AoE because Necret might take some damage here. Yeah, probably I'm still good though. Everybody has immunity, so maybe I can go for the A2. It doesn't do like always damage, but sometimes it can do a decent amount of damage. He does have defense buff, so... Wait, did he have it when I did it? Maybe not. So Helicat is gonna do the block damage next turn anyway. We should definitely just... Yeah, go with this. This is definitely like a slow way to do these fights. I definitely understand it, but I don't really think I would have chance to beat these types of accounts in any other way. Oh, okay, that's the worst thing. So he basically surrendered because he didn't want to do like long fight with us, and it wasn't even certain that I was gonna win it, but he was kind of like, fuck this, like I'm not gonna do 30-minute fights with you. I kind of feel bad about that, but like I was just saying, it's what I have to do. I mentioned before that literally they were saying in my clan, or somebody was kind of sarcastically saying that I'm getting wins because people don't want to do 30-minute fights with me when I'm like being stubborn and like stalling the fights with helicat. But I think everybody's stalling the fights. I mean, if you pick double reviver, like if you pick Sifi and Duchess and then like Taras and Arima, and then enemy picks something that is tanky, I just don't think you have any right to say that other people are stalling when you pick teams like that. And of course, I hate those champions, but I can't complain that people are using the good champions that they have. I mean, if you have Taras and Marichka and you're not using them, then that is kind of stupid. So of course, you have to abuse whatever you can. So it's not really their fault. It's more like it's Plarium's fault that we need some kind of adjustments in the meta. Without getting into another rant about nerfing Ukraine duo. You know what it is. Yeah, it's gonna be UDK and Rotos. That's basically my strategy, as you can see. If your enemy doesn't pick them, I will always make them as my first double pick. But I'm not gonna pick one of them as my first pick, because let's say I pick UDK and then enemy picks a team that is good against Helicat. I mean, good against UDK with a lot of AoE, or /and they pick Helicat. It's not good. So I rather have them pick UDK and Helicat, and then I will adjust my team around it, or that they will pick either UDK or Helicat, and I will pick up the leftovers. But I'm always opening with something else than UDK, Rotos or Helicat. Okay, is this gonna be a speed team? It's kind of weird that he's using Ronda and Yumeko in a Duchess team. Usually he would have like Arbiter or Siphi. This is kind of not a typical choice. Usually you see Ronda in speed teams. Is he gonna go like something crazy like double lockout against me? I mean, that's possible in this team. But we will go with the typical helicat and Necret. Yeah. He might also want to pick Necret with the Tronda, so... And if he happens to pick like Python here, and is kind of trying to prevent me from picking a Reviver, then this might be a good fight to go with Arbiter. Let's say that he picks a Nuker and Python, then I'm just gonna ban the Yumeko and go with my Arbiter. And if that will be the case, then I think this is pretty much a slam dunk win. Okay, he didn't go with that one. That happened to me once before, and I was pretty happy about that situation. So, Python, right? What are my options here? Let me think about it more carefully. There's one fight I did use Brockney. Brockney was pretty fun in this as well. Nah, let's just go with Python. I don't have Speed Aura in my team, but I'd rather have Revive and no Speed Aura than Guardiel as a pseudo Reviver without a direct Revive. His team doesn't look like ultra fast team though. Probably, well not probably, maybe, if I have to guess, okay, he meant Helicat. Then it changes things. I think Siphi is going to go first, and then his Duchess, but my Nuker would probably go before his Nukers. Though it might be a bad thing, because if it's a Stone Skin Duchess, then Rotos is not able to do anything on the first couple turns. I think I should be able to survive for a while though. Oh, it's a bolster Duchess. That's better for me actually. I'm gonna open with A2 though. Let's not go for the A3 just yet. But this doesn't look like the... Yeah. Ronda, of course, is very good counter against Rotos, but my Rotos is kind of more tanky than the average Rotos, so I wasn't afraid of that. But yeah, his team is kind of... I don't think off-meta is the right word. I think Ronda and Ragas are definitely like semi-popular picks that you see in Gold Live Arena, but of course they are not like Taras or Harima or Rotos, but they are up there. I think both of these two champions are kind of interesting in that sense that they are used much more in gold than other... Let's just go with the Aladak. They are used much more in gold than they are used in silver. Rakas does do both defense buff and defense down by himself, and he is Spirit Affinity Nuker, so that is kind of interesting, but of course he's very susceptible to polymorph. I wish I had Ragas. If I had him, I would definitely use him over Staldus. It's not even something that I would really think about. Now, I'm not sure if I can kill the Duchess. I don't have attack buff. It does have defense buff as well. Maybe I can, but no, let's not even go for it. It has both defense buff and strength, and so I'm not quite sure if I would be able to do it. At least I'm stacking speed and damage on Rotos from the masteries, like what are they called? Whirlwind of Death, that gives me 6 speed, and I think Kill Streak that gives me... Is it... I don't remember, maybe 4% more damage, maybe 6%, something like that. But I'm kind of stacking my speed and damage, so getting a random kill and him reviving it back up isn't like a total like loss. And the Duchess doesn't have revive anymore, so if I can just repeat that, then I will be fine. But yeah, outside of the Ronda A2, his team isn't very scary to me. And my team does have tons of heals for Necrot. Basically everybody else except Rotos is healing Necrot a ton. He should have opened with the Ronda A2 on Necrot, to be honest, but I know that he wasn't expecting my Rotos to be as tanky as he is, because he is kind of even though he isn't a +4, but he's still like kind of special in that way. He's like, I think 61k HP and does have 6-star bone armor, which does a huge difference. Yeah, now he doesn't have it though, but I think, yeah, the Ronda didn't have attack buff there. The Siphi is of course a lot faster than his Duchess. We got a refresh proc there, which was very nice. I think this should be it. When I get my next... Oh, I forgot about that. Ronda locked down Rotos, so not over yet. If I had gotten A3 there, then that would have been a win, but not just yet. Ronda does have immunity, so even if I do A2, it's not gonna put attack down on him. But it can still do some damage, so let's do it anyway. I should have saved it, but unlikely that I will find an opportunity to use it in the right situation. Nice, okay, we can cleanse the block cooldowns, and I think that should be it. My Rotos is gonna move before the Duchess, and yeah, that's it for this file. Nice. I mean, this guy was kind of in the low end of gold, but of course so am I, so I think there's quite a bunch of people that are kind of stuck between 2.7k and they keep going up and down, and I was kind of afraid that it would happen to me. Many people were kind of giving me their condolences beforehand that it's going to happen and they are sorry, but there's nothing that I can do about it. But so far I haven't actually dropped to silver once. It is still totally possible though if I have a loss streak, but I'm kind of hoping that I won't get any demotes at all. What is this, some kind of... What? Is it some kind of Bible quote? Maybe I need to look it up. I kind of don't want to look it on video because I think some of the Bible quotes are way more spicy than people would think, so... But I will definitely look it after this video, out of curiosity. Yeah, let's go with the UDK and Rotos. Maybe I will look it on my second screen. I want to see what it is. I'm afraid that it will say something about some minorities or something, so let's not read it on the video. Of course, no disrespect to people who are into that stuff, but I need to be careful. Like, it's an old book, and there's some stuff that isn't politically correct nowadays. I'm just kind of curious what it does say. Probably it's something that everybody knows, and it's like a very famous Bible chapter, but I have no idea what that one is. Watch. I'll go with helicat and... Yeah, let's just go with helicat and Necrot. Oh, okay, that seems kind of innocuous, like line. I thought it would be like entire chapter, but it's like just a couple lines of text. I thought that would be like an entire page or a couple pages, but you know, I don't know how that stuff works. Fuck. I'm kind of thinking if I should have gone with the card deal, but the Baron is kind of gonna destroy us again, I guess. If he bans Rotos, I can try to revive Helicat once, of course, but this doesn't look like the best thing. So even if I did go with Guardial, I'm not sure if it would cut in before Baron. Well, we will give it a go. If this was a Stone Skin Duchess, I think it would be better, but even if I can get a revive off, oh nice. Necret polymorph the Ronda, but can my Helicat survive this Baron Nuke? He does have Necret protection. I don't think I had it last time. What? He didn't even go for it. For the AoE Nuke. I'm not sure why. Maybe, I guess he's waiting out for reaction on Helicat or something. But yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna one-shot my Helicat or not. I think my Necret will definitely die, but maybe everybody else can survive. Ah, Helicat did die. That was kind of close. He did 54k damage. Almost enough that maybe Helicat could have been survived. Could have been able to survive it if he didn't proc Helm Smasher, assuming that he didn't, but I think the other guy hit around the same number as well. Okay, now this will be interesting. Can I survive long enough on Helicat to get another turn? I still do have the UDK with block damage, so Helicat is still going to do damage to him, though he doesn't have a defense buff. I probably should focus on trying to kill this Baron as often as possible, or maybe both of his Nukers, just to prevent him from getting their cooldowns back, and kind of trying to style the fight that way and force his revivers to hit me as many times as possible and get them to use their revives. This might be the last fight that we do on this video though. I don't think I want to do the AoE nuke, let's just go with the A1. Yeah, probably this is the last fight. So let's try to win it. Please. Can the Helicat just one-shot him? Oh, he just got... I mean, not Helicat, Ronda. He just got attack buff in time. Oh, nice, nice. I'm still in this game, baby. Let's see what we get. Yeah, now that he revives those nukers, now I definitely want to use the AoE nuke. Yeah, I had to save it for the right time, but the right time is now. Oh, that's the perfect time. Not yet, next turn. But now when they get revived and even Siphi gets revived, maybe I can kill all of them with the AoE nuke. So maybe Siphi is going to move before my Helicat, it might screw things up. Do I want to risk it and go for A2? Maybe I do want to. I might regret this a lot. Okay. Yeah, my UDK doesn't have... It has very low accuracy, so most of the time it's not going to have enough to even debuff their revivers, who are going to be in polymorph and get extra resistance from blessings and so on. But of course I might get unlucky and it can happen, but I was mostly going after those nukers. They both have defense buff, and I don't have it, so I don't think I can one-shot them. Oh, okay, we got Baron. That's good enough. I think Baron is the more scary one, of course, out of those two. So Siphi probably has her revive ups again soon, and she's going to revive it with turn meter. This Siphi is very squishy. I think it's probably like full speed build. Yeah, it already has it. Maybe he already has the AoE nuke at this point. Yeah. Last time my helicat didn't survive, so probably not this time either. Oh, he didn't. Nice. Okay, good. Great. Maybe this is my last opportunity before Siphi gets the next revive. I think I can definitely kill the... Probably, not definitely. Probably, maybe I can kill the Siphi before it gets her revive back again. But I'm not sure if I can kill the Duchess or not. Maybe I should try to kill Siphi with... Oh, barely any damage. Maybe I should try to kill the Siphi with the other... Oh, nice. UDK got the crit. Good. Now that I killed her with the other ones, I can just focus on A1 in the Duchess. So it might get the revive again. I don't think it has it yet, but maybe it does. Yeah, if he has one turn cooldown, I think we won. But maybe he has it already. Please don't have the revive. Let us win the last. No. No. I think that's probably it for this fight. I think we lost. I think that the Siphi is just too strong for me. It's so fast. Even though it gets revived with the Duchess, it's still going to move twice before my helicat. Damn, that must be a fast Siphi. Can we kill the Baron? But the Siphi is going to have the revive up again though soon, I think. Maybe already. If the Siphi doesn't have revive and it does A1 on helicat and kills herself before he gets that Baron revived, maybe this is the last. I'm pretty sure Baron is gonna have the AoE nuke now. And even if I can get revive up after that and get my team back up, but I think it's gonna stall and... Okay, I have to risk with A2. If he kills helicat now, I think I will lose all of the pressure that I had and I will not be able to win this fight, yeah. I think that's it. Oh, okay, even the Python died. Oh, fuck. I hit... Sorry about that. I hit... What's the name for it? I hit the microphone holding thing, whatever it's called. Mic stand, yeah, mic stand. It's gonna take him forever to end this fight. Anyway, that's it for today's fights. We definitely gave John 316 a hard fight, but not quite enough. There was a bunch of losses in the end. I think I might have... I probably lost like one more fight than I won today, or maybe even two, but basically our points stayed the same. Only thing we got today was experience, kind of like our fishing trip today, so I will take the loss today. Also, there's kind of one interesting funny thing that I'm not sure, maybe I missed one fusion event, but like I missed 15 fragments, which is totally doable, but then I will have to pull a lot of shards. I can get 5 fragments from the artifact enhancement event, and then I would need 10 more. And of course, like always, this fucking summon rush is structured in the way that you have to go for the 3500. It can't be like 10 and 10 or like 5, 5 and 10. It has to be 5 and 15. So I have to go for like 3500, which is kind of hard. I can do it if I pull all my shards, but I'm kind of debating if I even want to do it. Maybe if I get lucky and I pull a couple sacred shards tomorrow, maybe then I will do it, but if I have to like pull all of my shards, I'm not sure if I want to go for it. We will see. And we have had those events before that you can get some fragments on old fusions. And to be honest, the only reason that I'm doing this one is for maybe I get a dupe and I get it for my faction guardians. It's not like I'm ever gonna use this champion, so we will see what I do. I'm kind of undecided yet. I will see what charts I get from Clan Boss tomorrow and then kind of count it and think it through. But anyway, that's it for today, and have a nice Sunday.